Hello, I'm Sirine Demachkie and welcome to the final episode of the NPL Live Show for 2017. There's just 3 more sleeps till the NPL New South Wales Men's Grand Final, and I'm pleased to be joined tonight by both captains whose teams will go head-to-head this Sunday. From the APIA Leichhardt Tigers, David Depuzzo, and from Manly United, Jamie Lobb. Let's first take a look at the road that both teams took to get to this ultimate point.
APIA Leichhardt Tigers and Manly United go head-to-head in the PlayStation 4 National Premier League's New South Wales Men's Grand Final. It's been a crazy road to the finals for both teams, and let's take a minute to see how they got there. It was round 22 and APIA Leichhardt Tigers needed a win or a draw against Rockdale to secure the premiership from bitter rivals Blacktown City. Rockdale gave them an early scare.
Taken, it's worked in, beautiful! And Rockdale have scored the first!
But APIA did it the hard way, through a Jordan Murray penalty.
Now, he moves in, Murray, left it in! And it's 1-1!
APIA were crowned premiers, firmly sticking targets on their backs. Favourites to underdogs, Manly United were not tipped to progress far in the finals, but no one told the Young Eagles that. They went up against Sydney Olympic in week 1, putting on a dominant display, generating buzz for the Blacktown-sized roadblock that lay ahead. Defeated by Rockdale, Blacktown City found themselves fighting for survival in week 2 against Manly. United had endured a season of injuries, however their best had returned when they needed them most.
Settle things, Matsura. Oh, it's opened up. Chance for McAllister! It's 1-0 to Manly!
McAllister in top form, and Marco Sema silencing any Manly doubters. United became the giant killers, having dealt with the Blacktown City threat. APIA showed no signs of cobwebs after the week off, and faced Rockdale for the second time in a fortnight. The Tigers were relentless, putting on 5 goals, thanks to a Sean Simmons masterclass.
Great. Perhaps a second for APIA. Can you find the service? It's a great ball in! Oh, they have the second! And it's Jordan Murray!
APIA secured their place in the big dance with ease. Rockdale licked their wounds, while a red-hot Manly waited. It was a semi-final blockbuster at Cromer Park. A seesawing affair saw Manly ahead with a minute to go. However, Alec Juraszewski pounced for the second time that match to put it into extra time.
Sent in to the far post. Host of players! Oh, it's there! They have done it! And it's that man again! Alec Juraszewski makes it 2-2!
The gas running empty, neither team could take the advantage, and penalties would have to decide the game. It was a tale of 2 keepers. Socceroo veteran Ante Kovic up against Manly stalwart Dylan Mitchell. Mitchell managed to pull off 2 great saves.
Now for Rockdale. Here's Kostanovski, it's saved! Manly are in the grand final! They have done it! They've been made to work! But they will go to Leichhardt next weekend!
That sent his team to Leichhardt Oval to face APIA for a chance to be crowned PlayStation 4 National Premier League New South Wales Men's champions.
David, Jamie, thank you so much for coming in tonight. Looking at that compilation video, what does it make you think about? How does it make you feel?
I feel like it's a long journey to get here. So, it's been a long year, and we've had a lot of tough games along the way, especially against these guys. And so I'm sure that Sunday will be no different. And it's good to finally be here. It's good to finally see we're not far away.
Do you echo those thoughts?
Yeah, most definitely. It has been a long road, especially for us. This will be our 4th finals game in the same amount of weeks. So it's a lot of ups and downs, but yeah, we're definitely on the up at the moment. Hopefully that can continue Sunday.
Yeah. So what is on that? So what's the mood like in both camps at the moment?
It's definitely we can tell it's finals week at training because tackles are flying in, everyone's working really hard. But there's also a lot of excitement. It's our first grand final in a long time, and the club's excited. I think there's been 1,300 tickets already sold. So there's a lot of excitement around the club, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, replicated on our end. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's excited.
And it's been a few years for Manly as well.
It has 22, so
far out.
Well overdue.
Far out. So Jamie, on looking at the women's side, the Manly women's side, they won the grand final just a couple of weeks ago. So have you guys been getting some hints, tips, advice?
We have, and they also knocked off the minor premiers in Macarthur, so we can replicate this. So it'd be very nice. But no, they did well. They credit to Chris and Sharon. They've done a great job with the ladies, And I think they came back twice to win their final as well. So if we go down, we'll still have the belief that we can come back.
Going. Yeah. And would it be handy to have someone like Remy Simpson on the bench for you?
It may be, yeah. I think she got a hat trick in the final and picked up golden boot with a couple of goals stripped off her as well. So yeah, well, I think if Remy's available, let us know.
Let us know. There you go. If you're watching. David, so the APIA Leichhardt Tigers had the weekend off. We say that loosely. And whereas Manly, as you mentioned, Jamie, have been playing, sudden death football in the final series, which commenced 3 weeks ago. So would you say APIA's at a bit of a disadvantage?
I would actually. I'd say Manly.
Would you?
I would. If we didn't have the weekend off, we still trained. We still make sure we keep our fitness levels up. But Manly have had 3 very tough games to get here, so they're definitely finals ready. And not saying that we haven't had a tough game getting here, but they've played in knockout. I mean, they've had extra time, they've had penalties, and so they're definitely finals ready. So we better make sure we turn up on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. All right. On a serious note, David, as captain, how do you mentally prepare for a grand final?
I think you have to treat it like any other game. If you take it too serious, I think you play within yourself.
But it's not like any other game.
It's not. But I think we sort of made that mistake with the Royal Thai Cup final or the FA Cup final, where we treated it too much like a final, and we sort of didn't play as well as we could have. So I think I think we learnt that in the game against Rockdale, where we managed to get a good result, and I think we took it like any other game. We made sure we prepared as we always would. We made sure we didn't I guess the issue with the finals is nerves, right? And the team that handles their nerves better is the team that generally gets the win. And so I think if you put too much emphasis on the grand final, you get nervous, right? And that's when you can sort of have players not perform at their best. So if we treat it like any other game, we prepare as best we can and hope for the best.
And have fun.
Exactly right.
Absolutely.
Have fun.
Well, look, on the nerves point, and we as you mentioned, 22 years was it for Manly United, Jamie, in
Correct,
terms of championship success. How many years for APIA?
I think it's 14.
14.
Yeah,
all right, so you're really close. So, and you mentioned nerves. How are the nerves, and how do you embrace them?
Embrace them. I'll leave you
I was like,
Well, I guess you just got to enjoy the day. I guess grand finals don't come around all the time. Dave's 29, I'm 30 myself now, so who knows? This may be our last one, our last opportunity. So I think overarching, you got to enjoy the day. You're going to be nervous. I think everyone does it differently. Some people thrive off nerves, other people go into their shell. So it can go either way. I guess, like Dave said, you just got to prepare like it's another game. Although it isn't, you just got to treat it like one and stick to your game plan, and hopefully you come out the victor.
And have fun again.
Exactly.
And have
Try
fun.
and have fun.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So on both sides, who are the players to look out for? I'll start with you, Jamie. Who to look out for in Manly? In APIA.
In APIA?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can't go past Simmons at the moment. He seems to be in red hot form both in the Cup and in the league, scoring goals for fun. Jordan Murray again, prolific number 9. I could probably rattle off the whole APIA team if I'm being frank, but they're very strong up top. They're a very attacking minded team that they scored 50 goals in the season for a reason. And I think if our defence is on, we should have a chance.
Yeah. All right. What about the Manly side, David?
Well, I think their attackers are quite good as well. You've got Dylan McAllister's got A-League experience, got international experience. He's definitely someone to watch out for. Then you've got the likes of Scott Balderson and Dayan.
Dayan Petrovic.
Yeah, very good players. And you've got Chalakian, who's an ex-APIA boy. So that front four is when they're on song, they can score goals and they score goals quick. So like Lobby said, we've got to make sure defensively we're sorted, and that would be the key to the game, I think.
Yeah, equal threats on both sides, it sounds like. Let's move a little to the supporters and the fans, because honestly, these games, without them, wouldn't necessarily be. Tell me about the atmosphere that your supporters and your fans bring to each of your games, and what would you like to see on Sunday?
Well, I'd like to see as many people get out
as
possible.
As many bums on seats.
And exactly right. With our semi-final, we had a good atmosphere there. Even the last game of the season, we had a very good atmosphere.
What's a good atmosphere? Take us there.
We'd like to see at least 5,000-10,000 people there. Let's fill up Leichhardt Oval. Let's get as many people as we can to the game. It's two teams who haven't been there for a long time. It's two teams that are going to play good football. It's two teams that will work very hard in the game. And so I think you get a good football match.
Any particular themes that are regular occurrence at your games? Any music, any chants, something that you kind of hear or have heard?
Yeah, there's a few APIA chants out there. I'm not going to repeat them.
No, I won't make you. I won't.
But there are a few out there, and you know, there's a few guys around the club who manage to get the people singing, and if they can turn up and get the crowd going, it'll be a good atmosphere.
Oh, good one. What about on the Manly side? What's the atmosphere like, and what are you hoping to see, Jamie?
Yeah, I'd have to probably re-mention what David said. The semi-final crowds have been fantastic. I think again at Manly on the weekend we had 1,500 plus, and the noise was really impressive. And that only ups the tempo of the football. So the louder the crowd can be, I think the better the football will be as well on display. Yeah, as many people that can turn up, hopefully we'll put on a good display for them.
Yeah, definitely. We hope to see them there. So just looking a little bit ahead to 2018, I know that's not even in the front of your mind at the moment, but humour me for a moment. Thinking ahead to 2018, for both of you personally, do you think you'd be kicking on in 2018, in the next season?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
The honest answer is I'm not sure.
Not sure?
Well, I think we'll see how Sunday goes. Could end on a high. We'll see.
We'll see. Jamie?
I think I'll be
You're
back.
thinking the echoing again.
I think I'll be back.
We've got to see you guys back here, absolutely.
Yeah. Hopefully Dave's back as well.
Yeah.
I think the league would definitely be a loss if Dave was to pull the pin. Good player and good character. So, but no, I think hopefully I'll come back.
We'd love to
if
see you
Manly
guys
have me,
back.
I'll be back.
Yeah, we'd love to see you guys next season. Well, look, before I let you go, the usual ritual toward the end of any NPL live show is shout outs. So any opportunity, anybody that you'd like to say hello to, send a message to, particularly for the grand final, it's all yours.
Everyone watching the show, let's get out on Sunday, support whichever team you'd like to. Come out, let's create a good atmosphere. Sunday 4 p.m. at Leichhardt Oval.
Yep, same again, come out. I'd probably just like to thank all the Manly fans for coming out through the year, relatives, friends, partners. It's a long journey and we all appreciate your effort. Thank you.
Jamie, David, the best of luck on Sunday. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait and hopefully be able to see you guys as well. And thank you again so much for coming in.
Thank you.
It's going to be an action-packed grand final this Sunday, and all will kick off at 10 a.m. with Grade 18's Sydney United 50A playing Sydney FC. At 12:30 p.m, the APIA Leichhardt Tigers will take on the Sutherland Sharks, and at 4 p.m, first grade with the APIA Leichhardt Tigers playing Manly United. Live streaming of the grand final will commence at 3:30 p.m, so head to the NPL New South Wales Facebook page. Better still though, we want you right there at Leichhardt Oval, so go and purchase your tickets on the nplnewsouthwales.com.au website. All right, it's time to reveal the Ultra Football PlayStation 4 NPL New South Wales Men's Team of the Year. Congratulations to all winners. Also, we want to give a special thanks to all who bring to life the NPL Live Show. All the NPL New South Wales clubs, all the players who have joined us on the show, our sponsors PlayStation 4 and Ultra Football, Football New South Wales, and a special mention to the Football New South Wales NPL Live Show crew. That's pretty much it from us tonight, but before I go, I'm excited to announce that the NPL Live Show will be back in 2018. Thanks again to our guests, David Depuzo and Jamie Lobb. Thank you as always for your company. I'm Sirine Demachkie. Have a lovely evening and a great rest of the year. I'll catch you next season.